Hello everyone, we are team one. So today we are going to discuss Hoàng Diệp.
I am Minh.
I am Hoàng.
So today we are going to discuss whether animals should be kept in zoos.
In my opinion, I think that animals should be kept in zoo because in the zoo save endangered animal from the poachers, habitat loss, predators, and provide them the food, water, and the good habitat. And also people can learn more about extinct or endangered animal by the information on the board at the zoo and can raise the awareness to help them.
I greatly agree with you. Now, when we keep animals in the zoos, we can just help them and protect them easily. Also, it will be an important part of protecting animals by keep them in zoos. When we keep them in zoos, we can just protect the ecosystem. Animals act an important role in the ecosystem. Animals eat plants, and other animals eat them. So there will be an infinitely chain and never stop. When we keep animal in zoo, we will prevent them from overbreeding. So we can just stop overpopulating in some places.
I strongly disagree with you. So usually zoos can only contain a small amount of animals. If you want to have contain more animals, just have a national park. Expanding a zoo is much harder than expanding a national park or a reserve. Also, so hence the number of animals a zoo can keep can be insufficient to keeping the species alive. Also, zoos can't afford to let any animals kill or harm other people, and usually the tigers, lions, or any other animals that can be aggressive, will usually be kept in cages because it is needed to protect humans. But this allow the animals to move around freely. Zookeepers can usually also feed the animals the same food every day. This can cause a very heavy boredom, and both of these factors causes serious mental issues and physical health issues. On top of that, animals are often displayed for the people. This causes severe anxiety. This is and this more sorry this anxiety can make the mental issues become more severe.
So next we are going to discuss whether animals should be used for cosmetics.
I think that animals should be used in the medical research and test cosmetic because because people still need people still need the animals so much because people can simulate the activities like the animals. Second, due to the biological similarities between humans and the animals, so the animals experiments will be more positive than the other experimental methods. And finally, people think that they can clone the experimental animals, so they think that the animal can't be extinct or endangered.
I am highly agree with you. Um, Animals act an important part in research of medicals and medicines, also cosmetics. So we just couldn't research at them. So most of our inventions come from them. Planes, ships, and medicals are every single of them comes from animals. Also, some of the animals' body are right exactly like our bodies, mm, just like how we attach the pig's heart into our body, and they have survived after the surgery. So that's a truly example of how we can just attach animals' bodies into ours.
I somewhat disagree with you. So, I can't de- de- deny the importance of animal testing for medical research and cosmetics. But if if you test too, but the animals have no consent on these things, and this can be a form of cruelty, and sometimes the chemicals tested on can be dangerous enough to make mutations and make the animals not the same anymore. And but and on top of that, the animals are not simply disposed of, but they are brought back to breeding, and this harms severely harms the later generations of animals. Also, you say that some animals have the right, exactly the same of a human's body, but usually the animals that actually have that trait are usually monkeys and apes, and those are endangered animals in some sense. So it isn't safe to actually test on them. So almost all medical researchers use rabbits or mice, and these kinds of animals don't have the same body of ours. So the test can have different results, uh, and it can often be different from what is seen on humans. Also, there is an alternative on testing on real life animals. Is the alternative is growing cells in labs. It When you grow cells in labs, that they don't have the neural activities to actually feel any pain. So that basically makes them a plant. So this not only this doesn't harm any animals, it is also highly effective and affordable, affordable, cheap. So that can be the future of animal testing. And okay.
That is the end of our discussion. Thank you for listening and goodbye.